What once seemed impossible is not so true anymore in the fight against cancer. A leader in advancing research and technology, Sarah Cannon has been a leader in new treatments that are proving to be medical breakthroughs with certain types of cancer, such as chronic lymphocytic leukemia, or CLL.
I initially went to the doctor because I was feeling kind of run down, and I noticed there were a couple of lymph nodes in my neck that were swelling, which was a little of a concern of mine, but I thought, well, maybe I had a little infection, because that has happened before when I was younger. And my regular physician did her blood test. My white count was high. We kind of watched and waited. He thought maybe it was an infection, so he put me on an antibiotic. And I went back in a few weeks, and my white count was even elevated even more, so it was a concern. He pretty much knew I had CLL.
I was diagnosed with CLL by my family physician in a routine check. And when he called me and told me to come back for the results, I thought, now that's strange. He never has me come back in. But I did go back in, and that's when he told me I had CLL.
I got a call from my mother, and she said, "You're not going to believe this. I have CLL as well." And I said, "You're kidding." It was kind of an emotional time, like, well, we're in this together. So obviously I had already been coming to see Dr. Flynn at Sarah Cannon with such great success and such comfort. There was no question that if she'd lived on the North Pole, she was coming to Sarah Cannon and see Dr. Flynn.
Leukemia is a cancer that starts in the bone marrow. The basic issue with leukemia is that cells divide and grow out of control, and they crowd out the normal functioning cells in the bone marrow. CLL is a form of indolent or slow-growing leukemia. Patients with CLL or patients with other forms of leukemia, they stop making normal red blood cells, white blood cells, or platelets.
Successful in their ability to move new therapies quickly into trials, the Sarah Cannon team was the first to treat CLL patients with this new cancer drug. What they found were positive results and fewer side effects when patients managed their cancer by taking this pill regularly.
John and Marian both were diagnosed with chronic lymphocytic leukemia, and they both elected to participate in clinical trials with a drug then known as CAL-101. CAL-101 is a first-in-class molecule that is very specific for the leukemia cells and doesn't cause off-target toxicities that we normally see with many of the traditional forms of chemotherapy. Now, CAL-101 is now known as idelalisib. This drug has received a lot of positive results, both in large clinical trials and some of the early clinical trials conducted here at Sarah Cannon. But firsthand, it's been really exciting to see the amazing results in patients up close. For instance, patients who come in with very large lymph nodes that are swelling, that pretty much engulfing their neck, or patients that are losing weight, or patients that have fevers every single night up to 102 and really having a hard time functioning in their life, are taking this medication that's dramatically altering the course of their disease, enabling them to rejoin and have a normal and quality of life. Very different than we would expect with other traditional chemotherapy agents that have such detrimental side effects that makes it very hard on patients.
It was just amazing. I had no side effects. My body responded to it immediately. My lymph nodes started to shrink. I felt my energy coming back, and so it was just a godsend and just a miracle drug for me.
I had this hope, this great hope, when I knew I could come down here. Well, they'll figure it out, and he did. And so I'm feeling very thankful and fortunate that I had a place like this to come and start taking this CAL-101.
Sarah Cannon is on the cutting edge in the battle against cancer. The clinical trials with idelalisib have proven that a normal quality of life is possible. For more information, visit our website and come talk with one of our physicians. Sarah Cannon, fighting cancer together with you.